I mean, I think this was before the pandemic. I was sitting on a Delta flight and I had to see some 40-year-old loser shit because he couldn't get a pack of Biscoff cookies.
Those are good though.
Ah, ah, yeah, man, I tell you, like, that's why I booked Delta.
Oh
Yeah.
dear.
I'm pretty sure it's been a few times I had like a glass of wine and Biscoff cookies for breakfast on a Delta flight.
Yeah,
Like,
sounds pretty good.
hey, you can buy them and then you can get the whole pack for the house. Like it's not limited to Delta. Like you can get I buy them on Amazon. You get them individually wrapped.
Oh
Man,
wow.
yeah, look at that. That's taught you something right now. But it's it inspires me to want to make more money so I can just fly private and actually be able to afford it, like ball out of control. Because
Yeah.
I love airports for some reason. I don't know why. People hate them. I love traveling. I love airports. I like the people. I like the shops and this. I like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I don't like the people on the plane. Like, um, I'm trying to think of someone. What the hell was I? Oh, they actually. Where's I flying from? The Denver, DTW to Denver, and the person next to me like pulls out their 1997 like 17-inch laptop that's the size of a microwave oven, and they're watching a movie with like no headphones on,
Oh.
and I'm just like, really?
Oh.
Like,
Oh
isn't
dear.
that? Can't you ask the Delta people or the plane? They'll give you headphones, won't they? Like,
Yeah.
but like the people just don't give a shit. Like you don't care that you're within 10 feet. Everyone's got to listen to your dumbass movie right now.
What were
It's
they watching? Do you remember?
I don't remember, but I know it was stupid. It was like stupid. Like I don't like this is. I don't know, man. This is not going to end well. I'm gonna end up being one of those people that get duct taped to the seat. uh, because man, people just don't know how to behave in public anymore. Like they're children. They're they're literally like children.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Do you think you've seen a just in your experience just out and about, like, have you seen it get worse during the pandemic or the last 18 months? Or do you feel like it's the same? We just kind of we're paying more attention to it maybe.
the thing is, I basically have not done nothing in 18 months.
Right. It's true.
Yeah, me, like
Yeah.
I just chose to like remove myself from society. I don't eat in restaurants. I don't go inside anywhere. If I can't get it curbside, if I can't get delivered, I don't do it. I don't get on planes. I don't do nothing right now. So maybe I'm numb to it because I'm not out of experiencing it. Um, but just seeing how people drive, I feel like people either forgot how to drive because they weren't driving as much, or people are just more assholes now.
Mm.
Um, I will say, like, just driving has been very annoying. It's people are they cut you off, they're flipping you off, they're honking. It's not just me. I'm watching the shit go on around me. I'm like, what is it to get so pissed off about? I swear, just yesterday, it's like 50. I'm guessing this car was doing like 48. I'm in the middle lane. The car going 48's in the left lane. I can hear this person behind them just honking, 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 and waving their hands and all this shit. And again, like the person they're honking at was probably like 75 years old. They had
Yeah.
the death grip on the wheel. It's like just leave them the hell alone. Go around them.
Yeah.
Like what are you achieving by like going crazy and flipping them off and like is it that much inconvenience that they're going 2 miles below the speed limit right now? It's like they're 75 years old. I'd be happy as shit if I'm 75 and still driving.
Hmm.
Like I'm looking over like I'm happy for that person. This asshole's just and then he goes all the way around. I'm in the middle lane, so what's that's in the left lane. He goes around me, cuts over my lane, and cuts over them and like slams on the brakes to kind of prove a point.
Oh man.
Is that where we're at right now? Like you are so you have no control over yourself that you have to go cut off like a 75-year-old person because you were pissed off that they wouldn't get out of your way so you could go speed. Um,
It's terrible. Yeah. And then just to
eh,
add to it to brake check at the end. Too crazy.
it's like grow the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Are you that angry? Is things so bad right now that you got to get that angry over someone going 2 miles an hour, as if the person that got angry has never made any mistakes driving whatsoever? It's probably the same asshole that you got stuck at a left-hand turn light because they were checking their phone for some Tinder dates, right?
Yeah.
It's yeah, we're in a society that just sucks anymore. People are not nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
oh man, it's I see that every day. I don't know if I've not been in the restaurants and all that. Oh, I know what. I probably got a photo on my phone. A couple times I pulled into like McDonald's. And don't judge me. I was getting a fry. I like my French fries. Um, but they had a sign up that says, "Please be nice to the people that actually showed up to work today."
Hmm.
And this isn't an internet meme that someone wrote, King. Like I've seen that stuff online, and I thought maybe people were making jokes. No, I saw one, and well, the line was all the way around the building, and things were very slow. And I can't imagine the shit that people inside McDonald's are getting.
Yeah.
And I get up to the window. It's literally someone that probably just turned 18. They look like they're 14. Hell, maybe McDonald's doing some child labor shit we don't even know about because they didn't even look 18, but they're 18, right? But they look so young, and it's like they're probably sitting there just getting berated all day by angry people who just want a quarter pounder. So they got to put a sign up saying, "Hey, out of the 12 people we need to run this joint, 4 showed up. Can you just be nice to them? Shit's not easy for nobody right now."
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you imagine what gets yelled at through that microphone every day?
And then we wonder why these kids end up hating work if that's your first experience. My
Uh,
goodness.
and then you got the drunk people. I was out at the marina one day. I was like around the 4th of July. And I'm parking my car and I can hear this guy arguing with like the site manager, the harbor master.
Hmm.
And he just had too many drinks, but I can hear him go like, "Well, I'm a millionaire, and then I don't gotta put up with this." And I'm just sitting there thinking like, I'm looking at the harbor master. He probably gets paid like no money an hour, listening to some like pretentious douchebag who, which I mean, looking at his boat, he ain't looking like a millionaire to be honest. Looks like a $1,000 heir. But talking down to this dude, they're like throwing money like for what? It's 4th of July. Everyone's having some drinks. There's fireworks going off. Everyone's grilling. Everyone's happy, but this asshole. And he was pissed off that he couldn't have like a third car parked or something.
Oh wow.
I'm like, you entitled son of a bitch.
Yeah.
And you're over there shitting on this guy who doesn't make the rules. He gets told what to do, and it's just like. So I guess like I've maybe experienced tiny little pockets of people just being assholes, but isn't that how it always was?
Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. To me whenever when I saw this story and then I'll highlight this quote here. Um, to me it just speaks to like if there is an uptick in tantrums and things, it just speaks to like when did it be okay not to control ourselves? I always felt like, yeah, you get pissed off, sometimes when you're in stores and things, but like just control yourself, control your emotions. And like, when did it become okay not to need to do that?
Yeah, I don't know. Granted, I do think the world is raising some amazing people, and that does give me hope.
Hmm.
But on the flip side, you see more and more and more of these like entitled little brats, to be honest.
Yeah.
And they just think that everything should go their way. They should get everything they want. When they don't get it, they go on the Yelp or Amazon and write the world's shittiest review, trying to like sink a business. Or even in a restaurant, you see them just act like complete assholes. And this is before COVID came.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, who are you that you think you could talk to people that way? It's it's like they literally throw tantrums. But I think a lot of parents raise their kids that way. They never told them no. It's and then we wonder why they get here. Again, I say this thing where, and I will repeat myself. I have run into people and I have friends that there are some good people out there. There were some good parents that raised some good people. Thank God. The world's not going to completely fall apart. But you do run into a lot of these people that are just living in a different world. And what I say is the parents and the school system, I think the school systems are just as guilty,
Mm.
K through 12 and college. We raise kids in the last like 2 decades, and it gets worse every year. We raise kids in this bubble, and we're preparing them for a world that doesn't exist. And then when they get in the real world and the shit don't go their way, this happens.
Right.
And I think this is what happens when you don't expose your kids to things and let them face adversity and tell them, hey, shit's gonna go this way sometimes, and teach them how to control their emotions and deal with it. You walk out of college right now, 22, and my joke is it doesn't look like the movie trailer anymore. This is a whole new show,
Yeah.
and I'm not surprised by this. For some people, it depends on how your parents brought you up.
Yeah. Yeah. We talked about this in another episode, right? Where we talked about boundaries. And you're right. There is this kind of entitlement that seems pervasive in society where if you don't get your way, and that applies to asking people about shit that they don't want to be asked about. You just throw a tantrum. And so here's an interesting angle, at least for me, James, like a question, like to throw a tantrum means that probably at one point in your life you've thrown a tantrum and you've gotten your way.
Oh yeah.
Like how do we stop that?
Yeah, get better parents. I don't know.
Get better parents. Yeah. Yeah.
Because you're like powerless now. It's I at times I feel like every year that goes by, we keep raising the next greatest generation of manipulators.
Mm-hmm.
We teach them how to say and do things to get their way every time, even when they are severely in the wrong. They'll just find ways to say things or do things, such as I'm gonna go write a bad review, and I'm gonna try to trash this restaurant because I couldn't get a second basket of free chips. Like,
yeah, that'll show you.
That'll show you, but it's like you'll go trash someone's entire livelihood because you didn't get something extra that you probably shouldn't even got to begin with. But that's where like everyone's just become really good at becoming a manipulator or using shit to get what they want.
Yeah.
And blame social media for that. Blame technology for that. It's I don't get what I want, so I'm gonna go write a bad review on Yelp and trash this dude's restaurant. And then maybe I'll be able to get something for free, or they'll do what I want them to do. It's like you give people too much power, and they used it all for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
The same thing with throwing tantrums or crying. Why does a kid cry? They try to make the parents feel bad. Buy me this toy. No, they start crying. The parent feels bad. They buy the toy.
Yeah. That's a good point.
That's where we're at right now. And it's one of those things like I'm going to go on social media. I'm going to go on Twitter. I'm going to go on here. I'm going to do this. And it's like everyone gets held hostage now. So blame technology, blame parents. I mean, there's a whole bunch of people, it sounds like, are the problem, but I don't think it's getting any better.
Yeah. Yeah. My mind is going to like one day we'll hear someone say, I'm going to start a business, James. And you'll say, what are you going to do? Say, whatever somebody comes in and complains about. It won't even need an actual point. It'll just be responding to what people are complaining about.
That's how it goes, man. I feel like I'm trying. I didn't even. I guess it's probably a thought I had, but I've talked to a few people lately that they felt like the world's getting more immature by the day.
Yeah.
And they talked about even in your generation, like what you were doing by 25 or 30 years old. There's a lot of people still living at home at 25.
Mm-hmm.
And you look back, 40 years ago, by 25, you done set sail. You probably had a house. You probably were married, and maybe you're working on having kids.
Yeah.
It's like that failure to launch movie. And I never even saw it, but I can assume what it's about based on the title. We keep delaying everything where the immaturity starts to kill you. And it starts to hurt society because now it's ugly, Kane. It's like a lot of you don't even want to go out in public anymore.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
Or what are they gonna do when you don't do what they want to do? They want to pull their like phone out and record you. They try to manipulate. I'm gonna go post this online and try to destroy your life because you didn't give me that free basket of chips. So I keep saying there's free chips because I've heard this conversation before.
Oh wow.
The restaurant, I think they how they went one way or the other. It used to be you always had to buy chips, or you got one basket free, and then the next one. Because what these people will do is they'll come in and like get a water, and they'll just eat a bunch of fucking chips,
Yeah.
and then they just leave, and it's like, could you get a margarita or something? Could you buy one taco? Which can't anyone that eats one taco is an asshole. Okay. Um, who the hell can eat one taco?
Yeah.
It's like the chip challenge. Can you eat one chip? Like I can't eat one fucking taco. So okay, be an asshole and get one taco. Like buy something at least. But the
Yeah.
people sit there and they'll like have an hour and a half conversation. They'll tie a table up. They'll eat a bunch of chips and salsa. Get like one Coke and leave for $2, and not even leave a tip. And then they'll like want to go destroy the business because they couldn't eat $15 worth of free chips. It's this is the world we live in, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of happy I'm not traveling right now, to be honest. Like
It's true.
I don't want to deal with these people.
Yeah. Well, hopefully there's a silver lining at some point where we get out of this, or at least we stop seeing this stuff. But like you said, it seems to have been. It's not a new issue, so maybe it is what it is.
Yeah, I just think it's getting worse. I think it's always been there, but I think as time goes on, we got more and more and more of this shit where everybody wants their way all the time, and the world's not that way. But I don't know. Maybe I'll hit the Powerball. I can get like a private plane. I won't have to deal with these like crazy people no more. Like I thought it was like a time when things got really stressful last year. That it was a good time for everyone to kind of just tone shit down and understand that everyone's going through some shit right now.
Yeah.
It's tough for everybody. It's tough for a lot of people for different reasons, and people are dying. People are hurting, financially. You thought it was a time to just kind of tone things down. And even right now, the world's tough. It's always tough, but it's particularly tough right now. Is now not the time to just dial it back a little bit. Nope, hell no. What do? We start flipping out, tantrums, jump on, Twitter, try to attack, and just try to like destroy everything in the path. And you realize, Kane, some people, their whole point in life right now is to just destroy shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just having a little bit of thoughtfulness and compassion to say, man, the world's just tough right now. Maybe we all need to just back off and calm the fork down.
Yeah.
But hey, that would require too much level-headedness to pull that off right now.
Sounds like it's too much to ask.
It is. But for now, I am gonna go try to run into Starbucks, and hopefully I don't get assaulted doing so.
Good luck.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll catch you.